Hello students, we are doing the chapter number 2 of business studies class 11, and in the chapter number 2 we discussed already that there are 5 forms of business organization, which are sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative societies, and joint stock company. So some of the portion of this chapter we have discussed already. The four type forms of business organization we have discussed already, which are sole trade, partnership, joint into family business, and cooperative societies. These four we have already discussed, and now in this video we are going to discuss the fifth form of business organization, the largest form of business organization. This is company or joint stock company. A company can be described as an artificial person having a separate legal entity, perpetual succession, and a common seal. The company form of the organization is governed by Company Act 2013. As per the section 2 subsection 20 of the Company Act 2013, a company means company incorporated under this act or any other previous company act. The ownership of the company is represented through its shareholders. The company is managed and controlled by board of directors who are appointed by the shareholders of the company. So company means when some persons come together to start a legal business having a separate entity and perpetual succession and common seal. Means company is the association of person. And company can be described as an artificial person. It has a separate legal entity. It has a perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means never ending. It will go on forever, long lasting, long life. And a common seal. Common seal means the company's seal, which is used as signatures. So let us discuss some of the features of a company. First is an artificial person. An artificial person. The various features of a joint stock company we can discuss here. The first is artificial person. Company is an artificial person. It is created by law and exists independent on its members. It is known as artificial person as it is controlled. It cannot breathe, eat, and run like we people. It is artificial person. Means company has a separate legal entity. Law gives the entity to the company, but it is not natural person like us. It is an artificial person. It works with its managers. As the natural person like we people put our signatures, the company puts its seal. So it is artificial person. Second is separate legal entity. Legal entity. The business enjoys a separate legal entity distinct from its members. Its assets and liabilities are represented in the name of company. In the eyes of law, the business and its owners are two separate entities. Third is formation. A joint stock company comes into existence only through the registration. The company is to be registered. It is mandatory to get registered the company, only then the company can come into existence. and this should be registered under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law act. Such companies which are incorporated under Companies Act 1956, the previous 1956 is the previous Company Act, and those companies which are registered under 1956 or any other company law shall be included in the list of companies. The formation company is considered to be time consuming. The formation of company is considered to be a time consuming, expensive and complicated process. It is not very easy to form a company for like a partnership and a sole trade. There are so many complexities, legal formalities which are needed to be compiled before the formation of a company. The formation of company involves the preparation of several documents which constitute an essential part of the process of registration. So many documentations are needed, so many documents are to be submitted while formation of the company. Next is perpetual succession. Perpetual succession. A joint stock company is a creation of law, and it can be winded through a proper legal procedure only. Its members may come, members may go, but the company continues to exist. So it has a permanent existence. Next point, control. Control. The ownership of the company is represented through its shareholders. However, the shareholders do not participate in the daily operation of the business, day-to-day management of the business. The business is carried out through the board of directors, which are nominated and appointed by the shareholders. The board of directors, in turn, appoint the top management for successful running of the business. Sixth point is liability. 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 The shareholders of a company enjoys benefits of limited liability. Means the liability of the shareholders is limited. The amount for which they have purchased the shares only uh, in case of loss to the company they have to sacrifice that portion. Their personal property is always safe here. Only the assets of the company can be utilized to settle the claims of its creditors, as business is a separate entity distinct from its members. Their liability is limited to the extent of capital contributed by them in a company or the extent of amount unpaid on the shares held by them. Next point is common seal. Common seal means the stamp of the company. Eh? Company is an artificial person. It behaves like the person. It makes the context like a person. Person can put the signature, but company is an artificial person. It can't put its signature. So common seal, it puts its seal, stamp. The common seal is the company is an artificial person which operates in its own name. Mechanism is required to authenticate the documents. The common seal or stamp of the company on which the name of the company it is to be used for this purpose. In the absence of company seal, the board of directors have to authorize a person to sign the document by passing a resolution. Last point is risk bearing. Risk bearing. The ownership of a public company is held by a large numbers of shareholders. Consequently, the risk of loss gets divided among a large number of shareholders who are liable to contribute to the extent of their holdings in a company. So, a risk is to be shared by all the shareholders. So, in this video, we discuss about the company. That company is an artificial person having a created by law, having a separate entity, perpetual succession, and a common seal. Then we discuss some of the features of a company. These features are uh, company is an artificial person, company has a separate legal entity from its owner, the formation of company is a little bit complex, perpetual succession, the company is having the perpetual succession, members may come, members may go, but the company will go on forever. The control, the company is controlled by the board of directors nominated by the shareholders. Liability, the liability of the shareholders is limited by shares. Then common seal, company has a common seal to authenticate the contracts and the papers. And a risk bearing, the risk in the in case of company, the risk is shared by all the shareholders. The remaining part we will discuss in the next video. Okay students, bye.